on guys, it's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video and welcome to a Q&A. I asked you guys in a previous video of mine for you guys to ask me some questions in the comments, and you guys didn't disappoint. We got some really good questions, and yeah, let's get started from the bottom of the list here. So we have Gakuto K asks, "Hey Dubs, I know you're very talented at drifting in the game, but can you actually drift in real life? Just curious." I'm gonna give you guys a straight up answer. I'm gonna say no. Mostly because I don't have a lot of experience in a rear-wheel drive car. It's actually very difficult for me to get a rear-wheel drive car, especially since I was, you know, a learner driver, you know, not that long ago. And by not that long ago, I mean like 4 years ago. Or 5, even now, I think. Holy shit, it's been 5 years. So it's really difficult for a person like me, especially in the UK or Ireland, to get a rear-wheel drive car, because mostly, you know, with rear-wheel drive cars, you're gonna have to get something with a bigger engine. Usually only the Miata is like accessible to me right now if I was going to get a, you know, a small engine like rear-wheel drive car. But the majority of the time you'd get, you know, something with a small engine, so it's cheaper on tax and insurance, because tax and insurance in Ireland is insane for owning a car, especially if you're a brand new driver. Specifically the insurance, like it's a lot, right? But so that's probably why I don't really have that much experience with rear-wheel drive cars. But that doesn't mean that I don't know my way around a front-wheel drive car very well. I can actually get my car to slide. I know I've practiced so many different techniques in my car. It's insane. I mean, especially when it was pretty much the winter time and there was loads of ice on the streets and stuff like that, and I had really shitty tires, which made it even funner to drive around. I went more sideways in my car than I should have. I'm just gonna tell you guys that. So I ended up practicing a lot of really good, you know, car control. So for a front-wheel drive car, I'm pretty much set. I know a lot of good things to be able to do in a front-wheel drive car. I can get it to slide, I can get it to drift. But obviously when the roads are wet or icy or whatever, I can get it to drift. I can get it to slide. So yes, I can actually drift a front-wheel drive car, but can I actually, you know, drift a rear-wheel drive car? No, I can't, because I'm just, you know, I just don't have that much experience with it. So I guess I need to get my ass into a rear-wheel drive car and get the sliding. I really want that. I definitely do want that. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do with the next car that I'll end up getting. I don't know. But for now, let's move on to the next question. The next question comes from Free Run Look. And what do you enjoy most in life next to anything car related? Video games, video production, stuff like that. Like, I mean, I love doing YouTube right now, and mostly because I love getting the content, I love creating it, and I love, you know, bringing something out of it. Like, I know I should really probably go to school for something like this and actually end up doing something in video production later on, but right now I just enjoy what I'm doing on YouTube, and it's one of my favorite things to do, you know, during the day. I mean, like, I remember taking a break from YouTube for like a week. Like, I wanted to literally just step back from YouTube for like a week. I had like pre-made videos so you guys wouldn't have been like left out, but I took like a bit of a break from YouTube, and I was like so fucking bored. It was horrible. I hated not doing anything on YouTube, because it's just so fun to, you know, create content and edit it and do anything with YouTube. So basically that's what I enjoy most in life right now. It's just really fun to create content for you guys. So yeah, hopefully I don't stop anytime soon, which I don't see that happening. But anyway, let's get on to the next question. Next question comes from Brody Pluta, and he says, are there any games you want to play but don't feel like the viewers will support it? Well, basically that's pretty much why I made a second channel. I had a second channel for a while. It was called like Dubs Vlogs, but I just couldn't upload too many things on that channel, because it was basically just, you know, it's a vlogging channel that I decided to make, but I wasn't able to upload too many things on it because my life isn't as interesting as you might think. So that's why I didn't have much content there. So I got rid of that channel because I didn't like the name of it. So I technically made just a second channel. It just says Stubbs MB2. So you guys can go and check that out. And basically I upload pretty much whatever I want there. I don't even want to get that channel partnered. I just want to upload whatever the hell I want. I want to upload vlogs. I want to upload any sort of games that I don't want to upload on this channel. So yes, there are many games that I want to play that people don't want to watch. And right now I'm playing a lot of Counter-Strike Global Offensive with a bunch of my friends, so you guys are gonna probably see a bunch of CSGO on that channel. So if you guys want to see anything that isn't specifically car related, you guys can go and check out that channel. The link is always down in the description box below. But anyway, let's get on to the next question, which comes from Septaf, and he says, how did you make your intro? PS, how old are you? My intro is pretty easy. I figured out a little thing to do in Sony Vegas, which was basically sort of like masking. You'll figure it out yourself, I guess. It's really simple. It's just like a little option on your layer that you can choose what way you want to overlay that layer onto the other layer. So basically I had my logo pre-made in Photoshop, put it on the thing. I had the video clip of the RX-7 drifting, and then I sort of like overlaid them on top of each other, and that's basically what it came out with. So it's very simple to do that. And to how old am I? I'm 22 years old. So there you go. Anyway, let's get on to the next question, which comes from Rokes. Have you ever met anyone famous? No, I have not. I don't think so. If I would, I probably would have remembered it a little bit better, but no, I don't. Next question comes from Dorado Eater 1296. How are you? I'm pretty good. Sort of warm right now because it's really weirdly sunny in Ireland, but I'm good. I feel good. Next question comes from Jimmy Datwog. What's your favorite Nissan, and also what track and car would you like in Forza 6? Nissan, probably the 2000 GTR Skyline, the Hakosuka, and the track that I want in Forza 6. I think either the Suzuka, like full course plus the East course, like separately, or Tsukuba. I think one of those two tracks I'd really love to have in Forza 6 because I don't know, I really enjoyed them a lot in Gran Turismo, and I really wish that they were in Forza 5, but they're not. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next question, which comes from Mr. Derp. What kind of music do you listen to, and how old are you? I've already answered the second part of that question. I'm 22 years old. What kind of music do I listen to? I will listen to pretty much anything. I mean, I have a really like, I don't know, my music taste is really varied because I listen to pretty much anything. Like, there's always a good song in that genre of music that I'll end up enjoying. Mostly I stick to sort of electronic music, and the reason why I say electronic music because I listen to like EDM, trance, techno, some dubstep, some drum step, some DMB, pretty much anything. But I mostly stick to electronic music, and there is definitely some songs, you know, some rap songs as well that I listen to. Like right now, I can't stop listening to Drake. I keep listening to his mixtape or whatever, his new album that he dropped on iTunes or whatever. So I keep listening to that now because it's just really enjoyable to listen to. So like I said, my music taste is just varied. Anyway, let's move on to the next question, which comes from Bradley Crandon. Do you watch Top Gear? If so, how do you feel about the ending of the series? I mean, to be completely honest, it's a little bit overdue. I mean, I liked the series, but it's sort of dragged on a little bit. I mean, how do I say this nicely? It wasn't as funny and it wasn't as good as it used to be. I don't know. That's how I feel. It's still fun to watch. I still enjoyed watching it. It just wasn't the same as before. I feel that the earlier series were just a lot funnier than these ones. They're also a little bit longer, and I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully they can figure out a way to sort of stick together. You know, Clarkson, May, and Hammond. But I don't feel anything about it. Like, I don't really care too much about it, I guess. I don't know. Sounds sort of like a dickhead thing to say, but I just really don't care too much about it. Let's move on to the next question, which comes from RC Booster 1. What game do you like more in drifting perspective? Gran Turismo 6 or Forza Horizon 2? Forza Horizon 2, hands down. It's very easy. A lot more customization in the cars. Very fun to drift on. Next question comes from Alexander Madsen. Will you get a PS4? And do you have a dog? If so, can we see it? I will try to put some pictures of my dogs up in the screen. I have two dogs, by the way. Two German Shepherds. They should be somewhere up on the screen right now. And will you get a PS4? Yes, I will get a PS4 eventually. But there's no point in me getting one now because there are actually no games on it that I want to play. Anyway, next question comes from Mike May. If you had an opportunity to drift in Formula Drift, would you? Hell yes. I need to learn how to drift properly though, but yes. Fuck yes. That would be amazing. Jay Puntney, do you think that The Crew is a good game? Not a big fan of The Crew, that's why I never bothered getting it, and that's why I didn't do any sort of videos on the channel of it. So, not really. I don't think it's a good game. Okay, I played it, but it's just, it doesn't do anything for me, right? Like, I don't think it's that great of a game. So, yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next question from John Smith. What is your dream car? Right now, the car that I really want to get is a Golf R Max 6, because I can do this to it, turn it into a HGP Golf 6 3.6. So yeah, there you go. You guys can look that up on the internet if you guys don't know what that is. Next question comes from Connor Booth. When do you see the GT6 track creator coming out? I seen talks roughly a month ago, and it's going out quiet again. Also, what country are you from? I don't know. It'll probably come out in like a month or two when they decide to announce where Gran Turismo 7 is coming out or something like that. I don't fucking know. I've stopped giving a shit about Gran Turismo 6 stuff. I do make the videos, you know, telling you guys what's in the updates and stuff like that, but I don't really care too much about them. It's GT6 has just sort of gone dead to me. I just have more fun playing Forza right now. It's just a more fun game. And for people that come into my channel and they say, you know, don't forget that you started playing Gran Turismo before you went on to and swapped into a Forza guy. It's not that I'm a Forza guy, it's not that I'm a Gran Turismo guy, it's just that I prefer playing games that actually, you know, I don't know, they make me feel something. Like, I enjoy playing Forza. Like, I started playing some Forza Horizon 2, and I pretty much just finished that, and then I switched over now to Forza 5, and I just can't stop playing that. It's just too much fun. And I just don't see that with Gran Turismo 6 anymore. I feel like it's the same thing over and over again, and it's just so boring to play. And it was so easy to finish, like the career mode or whatever. It was just so easy to get done. So it's not really my favorite thing. So I don't really care too much about Gran Turismo 6 and their updates. Also, what country am I from? I am from Romania, but I've been living in Ireland for the past 11 years, 12 years. Holy shit! I've been living in Ireland for 12 years. So there you go. Anyway, let's move on to the next question, which comes from the unconventional Shih Tzu, and he says, "What gave you the idea for the name Dubs?" Dubs was pretty easy to come up with. I'm a fan of Volkswagens, which are also called V-Dub or V-Dubs. I made a PSN ID back in the day, pretty much when I got it, as it was like V-Dubs MB92. And then I took the Dubs part out of that, and that's how I came up with Dubs. It has nothing to do with Dublin, as people think. It has nothing to do with dubstep. So there you go. Now, let's go on to the next question. What is your favorite car? Mine is the Prius. My favorite car is probably, like right now, one of my favorite cars is the Audi RS6 Avant, the brand new one, and it is just absolutely insane looking. I love that thing to bits. So that's another car that I could probably use as my dream car. I also love like wagons or estates, so there you go. And then the last question, which comes from Hazard Wolf Gaming. Do you own a car? If so, what is it? Yes, I do. I own a VW Mark IV Golf. You can see it up on the screen. I'll post a picture of it or something. I'll just try to download it off Instagram. I'm sorry if the quality is pretty bad, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today's Q&A. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't even know what gameplays in the background that you guys are watching, but hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. But for now, like I said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.